Okay, Tone Deaf Monk here. XDUOO, XD05 Pro. Lots of confusion about op amps. I see people doing all kinds of wacky-do shit with the op amps, putting weird cards in and extensions. Man, make this thing so unusable. It's kind of crazy, but you can do whatever you want to do. For me, I already tried Burson V6V Vivids in the J2 Gishelli DACs that I have, and honestly made a little difference. The Sparkos made a huge difference. So I ended up putting the SS3602s in here, and super simple. Going to show you how to do it. They are worth, in my opinion, the only one to really go with that I tried that made a noticeable difference in stage and dynamics. Sparkos Labs, man. It's the only way to go. I'm going to show you how to do it. You ready? All right, here we go. Flip. Yeah, would help if you open the correct end with the op amps in there, not the DAC chip. Two teeny little black screws. Boring. Flip up. There is the op amp card. Again, two silver screws. I've got big fat sausage fingers, so you know, if I can do this, you can do this. Oh, bloody hell. It really isn't that hard. I'm making it harder than it looks. Anyway, there's the card. There's the Sparkos op amps. And there is no riser, so part of this is my fault for telling you you needed risers on the first vid, and you don't. So what you just need to do, hold on for a second. Okay, I'm back. Now, using the risers, you can get it in without doing anything. It's just easier to use without the risers. So one problem, that the bottoms of the op amps, on a couple of the pins, they're sticking out a little bit longer. And when you put them on the XDUOO board, kind of hitting the top of the capacitor. So all you really do is you take a pair of clippers and you basically just snip off. Side cutters are probably easier even yet. You just basically, where it's sticking out from the bottom of the op amp, just give it a little shave. Just cut them off a little bit. The little feet that are sticking out, so they don't need to kind of be that far out. And then, again, making sure your op amp is installed in the right direction. Now they're sitting in very flush, and they're sitting on top of those little capacitors as well, and everything is in a happy place. I don't see any issues here, unless people are thinking the top of the little capacitor could transmit signal because it's metal film from one op amp to the other op amp. I guess you could simply take a little piece of, I'm going to do that just as a caution here. Here I'm just taking a teeny little piece of black electrical tape, just to being overly cautious here on two of the little capacitors in the middle. And I'm basically just going to put a piece of black electrical tape on top of each one of those little capacitors. You know what? I'm going to trim that down just to make it look a little nicer than that. It's because I am detail oriented like that. Some would say anal. Assholes. No pun intended. There you go. Now I made a nice octagon shape. All right. Still don't like that. Yes. Very nice. Let's make this one a little bit smaller. Cut off some corners. So this is super simple, guys. Really nothing to be afraid of doing these, installing these Sparkos ops amps in the XDUOO XD05. Easy peasy, worth the upgrade, and definitely, in my opinion, for sound cue wise. You know, we all want to squeeze out as much performance as we can in our gear, and it's an easy way of doing it. You know, I didn't do the black tape before. I didn't have an issue. I don't want an issue. Easy peasy, so I'm just being super cautious. Now you can see kind of, I just put a little piece of black tape on top of those capacitors, so nothing would transmit from one op amp to the next in case that was or could be ever an issue. Push them both back in. And again, you can see I'm sitting flush, right? I mean, it's so nice. The trickiest part to this, and with fat sausage fingers, is actually putting it back in. And the way I've found the best way is you kind of put it at a bigger angle when you're installing it onto the DAC board here. So you just get it at a pretty good angle. And then once that's there, it just simply goes and pushes down, like super simple. That trick is to get it at that pretty steep angle into the board. And once that's done, again, reinstall your screws. And voila. 1, 2, 3, 4. Power up. Did I not put any juice to this thing? Oh, actually, never mind. It's on charge. Voila. Easy peasy. That's all you need to do, guys. 10 minutes max. Sparkos SS3602s. It's awesome.